Rock and Roll Nation, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rock It Out blog right here at rockitoutblog.com. I am here at the studio in Webster Hall in New York City, and it is my honor and privilege to be sitting with the lead singer of the band known as Twin Atlantic. Sir, you want to introduce yourself to the camera and what you do in the band?
Indeed. My name is Sam, as you just mentioned. Yes. I play guitar and sing in Twin Atlantic.
Hello, I'm Ross. I play the bass and a little bit of piano in Twin Atlantic.
I'm Barry McKenna and I play guitar and cello in Twin Atlantic.
Hello, I'm Craig and I play drums.
You guys are called Twin Atlantic. Is it based on the Atlantic Ocean?
In a sense it is, and this is where I start to sound ridiculously over the top and prog rock. When we were thinking of the name of the band, we wanted to have something that would match the sound of our band, which is like this erratic, loud, quiet. You know, the dynamics are all over the place, and we thought of like an ocean. There's no crazy mystique to the name. There's no mad story like I've got a twin who's lost at sea or any. People have confronted us with those themes.
I mean, that would be cool if you had a twin lost at sea, though. That would be awesome.
Maybe we could just agree on that and start a new story.
I say just start a rumor, dude. Be like, my twin is lost at sea. He's floating somewhere in the Atlantic. Last I saw, he was floating around the same spot the Titanic sank. Who are the better drinkers, man? The Scots or the Irish?
Well, I mean, just to be kind of like correct, I suppose, Scotland and Ireland both have the same kind of heritage. I'd like to say that he's one of our brothers and we have the same kind of drinking habits. Okay. Basically everybody is better than the English.
What is the rock scene like in Scotland?
The good thing about Scotland, as opposed to like when we travel about and tour a lot, like if we go to places like London down in England and stuff, all the bands are quite competitive and it's very much a dog-eat-dog world, whereas in Glasgow there's like this kinship or a brothership or I guess a camaraderie between all the bands where everyone's helping each other out.
I'd like to play a game with you if possible. I'm wondering if you would be willing to answer your questions in an American accent, and then I will ask questions in a really horrible Scottish accent. If you're down to do that, we can definitely try.
The accent's pretty terrible though.
It's okay, my Scottish accent is not better.
Okay.
So who would you say is better, American or Scottish girls?
I'd say, in my opinion, they're both equally great, but for different reasons. I don't want to offend anyone, so I'm...
Man, that's a great American accent you got there.
Your Scottish one's that.
No, shut your filthy mouth, you wee bastard. How would you best describe your sound?
You know, we're inspired by lots of crazy bands, or you know, math punk, or like early 90s grunge, or the original American emo rock bands, like Sunny Day, you know, Real Estate, and as opposed to the more modern.
Thank God you're inspired by Sunny Day Real Estate and not like Dashboard Confessional, because this interview would be over so fast if that was the case. Is it easier, would you say, to make it as a band in Scotland as opposed to somewhere else, like in the United States or even in England? Maybe because Scotland is a little smaller.
Yeah, I suppose that you've got like the benefit of like there not being as many bands and there's not been like maybe as much competition. But in terms of like getting recognition and being able to get signed and get press in magazines and things like that, in the UK where we're from, like it's so like the whole industry's based in London, so we're so far away from that it's really hard. You have to shout louder to get heard than if you were maybe based in like the south of England around London and things. Because,
you know, I try to do like a semi-professional rock show. There's certain words you can't say on the internet during the show that you have to bleep out. Like, could you maybe like hook me up with like some Scottish slang?
How about a shite bag?
Is that kind of the equivalent of a head?
Kind of.
What else you got?
There's loads. You could call somebody a dauber.
What?
A dauber.
What's a dauber?
A dauber just means you're really stupid and you're an idiot. I reckon you could get with it. If you say it nice enough, you can almost pass it off as a compliment. A backhanded compliment.
Be like, you're such a dauber, bud.
Yeah, totally. We just released a mini album called Vivarium. Yeah. It's a terrible plug, I'm really sorry.
That's okay, it's a really good album, man. And it's in stores right now, right?
It is, man, yeah.
Yeah, you guys should definitely go pick it up. And it's on iTunes as well?
Yeah, it's on iTunes. Okay. Yeah.
On iTunes as well. Definitely go get it.
And it's even daubers can buy it.
Are there any bands in particular you're excited to see here at CMG?
If I'm being honest, I haven't actually looked at the lineup at all, so no.
What are you looking forward to most now that you're in New York City? I mean, I know you guys are playing shows for CMJ, but I mean, what are you looking forward to besides playing shows?
Our sound engineer who's with us, Paul, he's like an avid Sex and the City fan, and he heard that you can do a Sex and the City tour, and that's like the thing that he's like the most excited about, is going to do this thing. So he's trying to drag us all along with
Are you gonna go?
well, I mean, if it keeps him happy.
I noticed that a lot of bands that come from the UK or that come from Europe, a lot of lead singers, when they sing, you really don't hear that much of an accent. You, on the other hand, I mean, when I was listening, I'm not going to lie to you, there were times I had to rewind and say, what the f*** did he just say? I mean, has there been times when, you know, people have called you out on that and said, maybe you should, like, soften your accent a little bit more on record, or...
No, and that's something I'm really proud of. It's actually been the exact opposite. People have, you know, said, you know, well done for singing in your own voice. There's so many good bands in the UK that ruin their music by singing in a ridiculous American accent. It's fucking embarrassing, man. It just seemed a bit weird to sing it in any other accent than my own, because it's essentially storytelling, and if I had to start telling you a story right now but put on like an Austrian accent, you'd be like, what the hell are you doing?
Thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate it, dude. What we like to do is we like to end our interviews by putting the rock horns up to the camera as such. And we're
probably going to do it anyway.
Were you going to do it? All right, well, you get one step up, put the rock horns up. We tell the people to rock it out. You mind telling them to rock it out for me, man?
It's going to sound ridiculous in a Scottish accent, but rock it out.
Rock it out.
Oh, you're going double. Sweet. All right, man. Tell them.
Rock the out.
Could you do it in an American accent, though, if possible?
Okay, just say...
Just say rock it out, man. Put your rock horns up and tell the people to rock it out.
Okay. Rock it out.
Unbelievable. See, I don't want to slip into like an Irish accent because I don't know what the difference is. Like, really, like, what is the difference?
Teeter on the edge there is hard because I can't do an Irish accent, but I mean they're similar. Irish is more. That was mainly more Irish.
Was that Irish? See, I think you know what it is. Scrooge McDuck lied to me because I would watch that show thinking that was a Scottish accent. Now I think it. God damn you, Disney.